All right, so this week I'm going to cover a topic called, is it a condo? I'm going to go over visually, legally, all these fun pieces. We're going to do it quickly. When you're done, you're going to know exactly whether or not each property is a condo, because we know condos are a little bit unique out there, so stick around. All right, so when it boils down to it, condos are unique, and it's important to know whether or not you're dealing with a condo, or you're dealing with a patio home, or a town home, or all the other different classifications are out there. So we're gonna start by the physical characteristics. If it has these are stairs to an upfloor unit. That's a surefire way to know that you are looking at a condo. Only condos can be put together such that you have a neighbor that is upstairs because there's no attached land to it. So if you're walking upstairs to get to like a second or a third floor unit, that is definitely going to be a condo. Now I know what you're thinking. What if it doesn't have stairs? What if it just looks like this? And all the units are attached to each other, but they're all 2 stories all by themselves. Is it a condo? Well, that depends, and we're gonna get to that. An even more complicated one is when you're looking at homes that look like this. Man, they look like regular homes, but is there a possibility that it's a condo? There definitely is, and that's what we're gonna get to right now. You see, determining whether or not a property is a condo really boils down to the legal description itself. When these things were originally platted, they could have been platted as a condominium, but they could look like single-family residences. They could look like townhomes. They could look like various different things. The toughest ones to tell are what we call detached condos, like the one that we just pictured, where it looks like a separate property because it's not attached to anything else, but in actuality, it's a condo. And here's how you check that out. First, log into the MLS, find the property you're looking for, click on the Monsoon button. Boom, that's gonna open up all of your tax information. Scroll on down, and right here, it's gonna be the deed from the last sale. Click on that deed. When it opens up, you're gonna be looking at something that looks like this. Scroll through it, find the legal description itself. Inside the legal description, you're gonna get a lot of information that you may not need and you probably won't understand, but what you're really looking for is 2 separate phrases. The first phrase is horizontal regimen. I may be saying that wrong, but it's right here. If your legal description has this term in it, that means that it's a condo complex. All right, this is fancy legal speak for saying you own the horizontal piece, the property, you don't own the vertical piece, so the land and the air. That's what makes it a condominium. You may also run into legal descriptions that look kind of like this one. They mention the fact that it is part of a declaration of condominium. This means it's a condominium. Now, it doesn't have the horizontal regimen mentioned in there, but it mentions being part of the declaration of condominium. So that proves that it is a condo, at least in the simplified terms that we're looking for to satisfy here. Now, what if you don't see these 2 terms? Then that means it's not a condominium. So if it says anything else, if it's got the regular plat and map and yada, 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 but no mention of the horizontal regimen, no mention of the declaration of condominiums, you are looking at something that is probably a townhome or a patio home or something else. All right, now, so I taught you the hard way to figure out whether or not it's a condominium. The easy way is super duper simple. It's like an easy button for deciding whether or not a property is a condominium. That is, give me a call. 480-744-6040. Say we're looking at these properties, or we're looking at this complex, or here's an address. I pull it up for you. We'll take a look at it. Not only will I tell you if it's a condominium, I'll give you an idea on what type of financing we can do in there, if there's any tricks that I know about. Basically give you an idea of what your buyers have ahead of them in getting it done. Also a good idea to give me a call when you get those listings too. I'll let you know what type of buyer you're looking for. It's information that you should have for sure. And it's definitely information that you can share along with your sellers. Maybe it might help you understand why you might not be getting offers and why you're only getting offers from a certain type of buyer. So keep that in mind if you've got anything having to do with condominium. Now, if you like this information, please click on the like button below. If you know of anybody that could benefit from this information, please share it on over with them. And of course, if you want to make sure you get all of our videos every single week, click on the subscribe button. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon.